What's up, guys? I'm Turbo John. Welcome back to the Turbo John YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you how fast the car is. I'm also going to show you how accurate the Dragy is. That's right, the Dragy, D-R-A-G-Y. We've been running one forever. Ours is a little old. It's been through a couple hiccups. It's been through a crash or two. It's been through one pretty good crash, and it's been dropped a whole bunch. But it has held its own. But so I reached out to the folks at Dragy, and they sent me a new Dragy to replace the one that I beat up. And so let me show you today. I done a video 3 years ago on how accurate it was. Go check that old video out if you want to see how accurate it was back then. And I'm going to show you now with the new car how accurate it is as well. We're going to a track. We're going to Galot Motorsports Park, test and tune. And so I'm going to show you the time slip, and I'm going to show you the Dragy. Man. Hopefully I don't get in trouble sharing times. It is what it is. I've got a race car. Everybody's got race cars. It's kind of fast, but it ain't super fast. But we're going to show you the times. We're going to show you how close they are, and you'll see the difference. It's amazing. It's amazing how close and accurate the time slip is to the virtual time slip. It's crazy. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Check it out. All right, guys, one thing right off of the bat, they sent me a phone holder, which I've got my phone holder down here, so I don't know if I'll use that one or not. That one's a suction mount. They sent some power cords. They sent, if you've got a vehicle, if you've got just a normal with a cigarette lighter, you would use that. I don't have. Now, this is something that is pretty new, though. This is a windshield mount, and, you know, it could go on the inside of the car or any flat surface, and it's got two suction cups on it. And let's see how good it sticks to this window. Now that right there is, obviously I don't think they would recommend setting it on the outside, but they may, but that is, man, that is really, really secure there. Now this is my old Dragy, like I was saying, it is magnet. This is the older version, the DRG 69. The newer one is a 70, and you can hear my magnets are kind of loose. They're kind of beat up. I can't believe that thing survived a crash. It was beside me on the roll cage, and it kind of got beat up. But this is the new Dragy. Let's check it out. One thing right off the bat that you notice, this is that old kind of, I don't even know what USB charger that is, but that's the very old one. The new one has the more universal USB-C. It's hard to do with one hand. So notice it's the exact same size, the exact same. Obviously, the magnets don't feel like they're loose like they were in my old one over here. And then this one is the 10 Hertz GPS DRG 70C. They're coming out with a Pro version too, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Is that one got different Hertz? I don't know if that one's got different Hertz or not. I don't know. That's a good question. So, but this is what we use. And so what we do on mine is we stick it right here on this roll cage. It's nice and solid, and it's got good signal right here. And connector goes into here, and it just runs along this up here. So we got to put the other one in. That's since that's a USB, I've got to go in the house and get another one. Now, let's see. I might have just an adapter to adapt that. So, I mean, that's just a power cord, though. So, yeah, so this is it. So this is the Dragy, real simple, real easy. We'll stick it on. I do not have the ability to compare the old one to the new one as far as accuracy, but I was really impressed with this one. So I'm sure this one's going to be no different. Hang on, we'll be back at the track. All right, guys, so I got to get a longer cord, but I've got this thing charging now. So I just went into the Dragy app, and now my old Dragy, it was fully charged, so I had to take the other Dragy, and I guess they have preferences, right? So it kept wanting to hook to that one. So now the other Dragy is in the back of the house. So I'm gonna hit connect, and I've already done this. But when I first did this a minute ago, it had to update the firmware, and see it's charging, but it is. You'll see it blink blue some as well. The battery life. Yeah, it's saying the battery is fully charged, but when you come on here, you got the software. It's very user friendly. Here, and you click on me, then that gives you the history, and I assume it's got all my runs there. Yep, so there's my history of runs, 267. So it did not clear any of that, so that's good. Units, none of this cleared. So this is good. So this is what you click to tell it what you want it to do. So I get 0 to 60 mile per hour, 60 to 130, and then 1/8 mile, and then that's all I do there. So it's really easy. The Dragy is just super easy. You hit go, and then you mount this. Now the phone does have to stay with the Dragy. It has to stay in the car. So it's not possible to hook to it and leave it on the starting line because it just records. So this is the GPS here. And what it does is it records to the phone. So you got to have them together when you're going. Okay, now we're going to a track. That's how it works. That's the basics. Now I'm going to show you how accurate it is. Hang on. All right, guys, well, here is your back-to-back. We only got to make one pass tonight, but we had a little bit of issues, self-inflicted, but this is a Dragy. So here's the Dragy mounted right here, and this is the Dragy time slip. This is the time slip from the track. Now, there's a little bit of variance, but if you think about it, the Dragy, it starts moving as soon as the car moves, the text movement. A drag strip, you have rollout, so you have a beam. So the clock doesn't start until you break this beam. So the tire's here, the beam's here. It has the roll 8 inches before it gets going. So you get a little bit of a running head start. So let's look at the numbers. Dragy, 113, 288. 111.9, 288.8. 458. 457.6, 127.69, 127.80. That is unbelievably accurate. I think it's actually a little more accurate than the old one, which is newer technology. It's supposed to sample more, I guess. That's unbelievable. That right there, the Dragy to the freaking, wow, that's insane, guys. That is crazy how accurate that is. So that right there was going to be a blistering fast pass. See, we run it up there. The 60-foot time, isn't that funny? 0 to 60 in 1.14 seconds. That's pretty fast, guys. Pretty fast. Not very unhappy at all with the car's performance. Very impressed, again, as usual, with the Dragy's performance.
So if you don't have one, you need to get one. Very accurate, very reliable. Get yourself a virtual time slip. Head on over to godragy.com now. Thanks, guys.